You're not always going to be your best self, and it's up to the people you surround yourself with to help you through those hard times. Naughty Dog has a tendency to make you play as dark or horrible people, even going all the way back to Jak and Daxter 2, when Jack's first words are about his desire to kill someone. But whether it be the selfish and arrogant characters like Nathan Drake, or the most morally dark grey characters ever in The Last of Us, there's something about this studio that doesn't like making you the hero, and instead having you doubt your protagonist and thinking about your role in the story as the one who's guiding them along this path. This means it falls to the supporting cast to be the guiding light for our heroes throughout their dangerous journeys. Today, I want to examine those characters who seek to redeem our misguided heroes. First is Dina from Last of Us Part 2. Co-writer Haley Gross once said that The Last of Us Part 2 has no heroes or villains, and I have to vehemently disagree with her. Dina is undoubtedly a hero in this story, or at least she's doing everything she can to try and be one. Dina never had that strong a relationship with Joel, and she never displays that same rage Ellie does on her quest for violence. The only reason she puts herself in harm's way is that she has to support Ellie. She has to be there to protect her girlfriend from others and herself. Dina is the ultimate supporting character, because that's all she's there to do, support Ellie. However, this doesn't make her a yes man who just goes along with every insane idea Ellie has. She tries to talk her down at points, but she never flat out tells her to give up and stop until she has no choice. She's such a good person that when Ellie's mask breaks, Dina is prepared to die right then and there just to keep Ellie breathing. That level of loyalty is frankly jarring in this universe, and speaks to how Dina is the ultimate light in Ellie's life, but one she's tragically blind to. Even though Dina doesn't do much to help after the first day in Seattle, there's no way Ellie would have made it to day 3 if Dina wasn't there to help her get through this horrific chapter of her life. When Dina breaks down and begs Ellie not to leave the farm to start her journey again, this is her breaking point. Across the entire series, we've been presented with broken person after broken person, but Dina was the only one who remained happy and supportive. When she does lose that smile, it's not because of some selfish desire or because she's had something taken from her. It's because the only thing that kept her smiling is leaving, and they both know she's leaving forever. Next is Elena from the Uncharted games, but we're mainly going to focus on Uncharted 4 because it's the most narratively interesting of the series. While I still like the first 3 games, these stories are more of a backdrop to the perfection of the action rather than trying to be bold narratives on their own and really exploring the characters of the story. But in Uncharted 4, Nate goes down a dark road. He focuses on the singular obsession of helping his brother whom he idolizes, and forgets about the people who look up to him. He betrays Elena's trust by lying to her about what he's doing out in the world. As a side note, I don't get why no one points out that Uncharted 4 and Last of Us Part 2 have the exact same story themes, but I'm certainly not complaining when they're presented at this level of quality. What makes Elena's role in the story so special is the role reversal of the previous games. You're always the one saving her in Uncharted 1, and now to bookend the series, she's become the competent one and shows an amazing level of character development. Now, there's an argument to be made here about Elena being in the wrong for helping Nate, because she's going back to the man who lied to her and wasn't apologetic when he got caught, but I think that's discounting everything these two have been through. Life and death situations can boost the strength of a relationship to unimaginable heights, and Elena knows Nate well enough to know that he's not acting like himself when Sam is around. She's not going to cry in a corner about her man leaving her. She's going to blaze a hell path to that island and bring her husband back to his senses, even if it kills him. Again, she's not doing this to go back to her cozy life. She wants to help Nate see this through so she doesn't drag him home when she finds him. Elena helps us finish the last leg of this journey, which is fitting because she was the one with us when all this started when we fished that coffin from the sea. Lastly, there's Tess from The Last of Us Part 1. While she was most definitely not a good person through her life, sometimes what defines a character is their final moments, like with Darth Vader and Loki. Unlike the other two, Tess's motives are selfish. She wants to save her own life and thinks that Ellie can help her, but when it hits her that it's all over and a fungal fate awaits her, she doesn't break down and give up. She turns to Joel and tells him not to give up. He can save the whole world and everyone in it. It's not about the money or even survival. This has become about starting to live again. The most heroic thing someone can do is sacrifice their life for another. And though Tess's life is already over, she doesn't take the easy way out. She gives everything she has to provide them with one last chance to escape. And without her, none of this would have ever happened, for better or for worse. I'll be back in 2 days. In the meantime, here's a video comparing the psychological effect of the plagues in The Last of Us and A Plague Tale.